Hi guys, Dazzie here with another comic book haul. This time it is episode 108, and over the last couple of weeks I've amassed close to 50 books to show you guys. Two piles. I'm going to show you the books I've picked up solely for the flip first, and then we're going to move on to the better ones, the PC books, the ones I'm going to be keeping for the long haul. Two sources only, eBay and just heading into my local city, Gloucester. They've got 3 or 4 shops there that I managed to pick up some books. I've also most recently just come back from Cardiff, where I brought my daughter back from university, but whilst there I happened to spend 4 hours in one of the comic book shops there and got another massive books to show you for a future haul, and some good ones in there. Okay, let's get into the books, guys. Like I said, nearly 50 books. First up, most of these books I paid £1 for, hoping to get a little bit of coin back. We've got Ash versus the Army of Darkness, issue number 1. That comes from Dynamite Comics. We've got RoboCop 2 from Marvel. That is the movie adaptation from 1990, I believe. Then we've got from Eric Powell, The Goon, issue number 1. Of course, early Goon books go for a lot of coin. Then I picked up Batman Creature of the Night, issue 1. Like I say, I was in Planet All Stars, and my good friend Aaron, who runs a shop in the indoor market, had these all priced up at £3 and £4, but because I'm a regular, he let me have them for £1 a piece, which was good. I already had issues 2 and 3 of this, so I'll put them together and make a little bit of coin. Then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 1, Dimension X. Of course, everything Turtles is pretty hot at the moment. That's from IDW. Sticking with IDW, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends, issue number 1. Then a pretty hot series from DC at the time was Batman White Knight. And this is a variant for issue 6. Then we've got a premiere issue of a title from one of my favourite artists, Ben Oliver, who did Batwing number 1, the New 52. Stay with me, guys, because I promise you the books will get a lot better. We've got New 52, Nightwing issue 0. That's the origin of Dick Grayson. And then we've got Batman and Robin issue 0. And that's the origin of Damian Wayne. Happy to pick these up for £1 a piece. We've got Deceased Dead Planet issue number 1. And to go with that, I picked up number 2 for £1 a piece. You know me, I will not pay new book prices. Wait a few weeks and you can find them for a steal. Picked up this one. This has had a bit of buzz about Netflix, and it comes from Mark Millar. American Jesus, the Messiah, the New Messiah, issue number 1. Like I say, £1 a piece for new books, happy days. Especially when you've got a book like this next one that comes out at $7.99. I know there's a lot of wrestling fans. This is Wwe Forever. Like I say, that had a $7.99 price point. Thick book. So why not pick up a couple? £1 a piece. Happy days. I remember that was pretty hot at one point. Popped into the PDSA charity shop in Gloucester. Found a couple of books in there. This was one of them. Star Wars, Poe Dameron, issue number 1. This is the first appearance of Poe Dameron and BB-8 and Snap Wexley, who were all, of course, in the sequel trilogy. Pretty undervalued book, in my opinion. Like I say, 99p for that one. A £1 book here. We got Firepower from Robert Kirkman, issue number 1. Had a lot of good buzz about that series. Dark Horse's first run on Terminator, issue number 1. Another series that was pretty hot with some nice covers was Star Trek Picard Countdown. This is issue number 2, the first printing from IDW. These go for between £5 and £10, these books. I've listed this one. I've already got 3 watchers. This is Batman Who Laughs, issue number 1, and the first appearance of the Grim Knight. Now, I have the blank cover to this in my PC, which my daughter drew a fantastic Batman Who Laughs for a Christmas present a couple of years ago. This series always sells well. Happy to pick it up for £1. First one I've ever had of this run. This is Gotham City Sirens, issue 22. A book that can go for £10 plus. Stunning cover. And now into some better books. First up, 2 that I'm going to flip. I'm solely bought for the flip. I think I bought this for £6.50, but it's in nice condition. This is Superman, issue 239. It is a giant-sized issue. Nice bit of bronze. Lovely cover. Again, that's a £20 plus book, so to get it for £6.50, happy days. Got that from the Antique Centre, my good friend Lee Kendrick. Another one I picked up, this is, I paid £5 for this one, I believe. And this is, again, I've seen this go as high as 90, and this one's in pretty good nick. This is Phantom Stranger, issue 10, and a lovely Neil Adams cover. Of course, there's a black cover, and the darker covers show up a lot of spine ticks, but this doesn't have any spine ticks. There is a minor first appearance in that book as well. Now on to the keepers. Starting small, getting bigger. We've got Green Lantern New Guardians, issue number 6. And this is the first full appearance of Invictus, who is an Archangel. That is a nice Tyler Kirkham cover, and I paid £1 for that. I've virtually got every single Green Arrow key there is known to man. This was one I was missing. This is Green Arrow issue 4 from the New 52 run. I had the first cameo, now I have the first full appearance of Blood Rose. Like I say, £1. And these are all on Key Collector app. This is Nightwing issue 4 from the New 52. And this is the first appearance of a character called Spinebender. Spinebender, that's a horrible name. Up next, we got a bit of ASM, and this is Amazing Spider-Man issue 552. And this is the first appearance of Freak, a junkie who injected a serum that gives him powers of adaptation. We've also got the first appearance of the Bookie in this book. I'm a huge fan of the Avatar films, and of course we are getting, I think, at least 3 more sequels, which I'm very excited for. And I think the next one's set pretty primarily underwater. I picked up the first ever Avatar book, which is Avatar to Suid's Path, issue number 1 from Dark Horse. Happy to add that to the PC. Like I say, big fan. Now, I love my live action first appearances, and this one doesn't get more bizarre. And I don't know how many of you knew about this, because this was a new one on me. This is from Marvel Comics. The year is, I think, 1990, somewhere around there. No, 1987, I believe, actually, sorry. This is Captain Justice, issue number 1. And this is the first, this is an adaptation of the Once a Hero TV show. That is where Captain Justice turned up, as you can see here. Once a Hero. Check out the trailer, it is shocking. The show is shocking. I think it lasted just 2 episodes. And the comics, no, I think the show lasted 3 episodes and the comic lasted 2 episodes. But I like finding the bizarre. Picked up a couple of copies of this because I think this will do well long term. This has just been optioned, and it is a series that is equal parts giant monster, mayhem, and the crime century heist adventure. It comes from Aftershock Comics, Kaiju Score. Yeah, this one has already been optioned by Sony. So yeah, it's coming. This is a nice Rem Brew cover, and this was optioned in August. I picked up a couple of copies of that. One to keep, one for a flip. Hopefully, paid £4.55 for that. What did I pay for that Captain Justice? £2.50, by the way. This was a nice find. This is another book that's just been optioned, and it's actually in development right now. It's going to be a Netflix show, and it comes from the makers of Nip and Tuck, who is Ryan Murphy. The book from Image Comics is Beauty, issue number 1. Yeah, I was going to pay a bit more for this on eBay, but I ended up paying £3. So that's a bit of a steal. And this is basically, in the world of the beauty, physical perfection is attainable and the vast majority of the population has taken advantage of it. But two detectives discover it comes at a terrible price. Sounds interesting. That was a Jeremy Horn cover. I picked up a couple of Silver Ages in the Antique Centre. Now, they present very, very nicely, but don't be fooled, guys. I paid £2 each for these, and I'll tell you why. There are some panels missing inside, but it's just a bit of a reader copy. I'm sure when you go out and you see old silver and bronze, no matter what the condition, if it's a key, you're going to pick it up. My benchmark is roughly around about £3 to £5. So to get it for £2, I was under budget. I picked up Adventure Comics issue 351. Like I say, look at it. I cleaned it up. It presents quite nicely. This is the first appearance of the White Witch, formerly the Hag, who is missing now. And the White Witch the Hag first appearances in Adventure Comics 350, the previous issue. And the other £2 book I picked up, this is a Justice League of America issue 41. And this is the first appearance of the Key. He's appeared in a couple of animated shows. I've got quite a nice run of Justice League. One book that was in nicer condition, and it was a bit of a steal. This is £3, and this is pretty high grade. This is Adventure Comics issue 369. This is the first appearance of Mordru. Yeah, I think he's like a magician. Presents nicely. Picked this one up. I paid £5 for it. First time I've ever found an issue number 1 of this. It is a series that's got a lot of heat, and it's always been a pretty solid seller. It's a book I know little about. The book, 7 to Eternity, issue number 1. Now this is the variant, and it comes from Tony Moore. Basically the story is, a man must choose between a promise to receive everything he desires or joining a group of sorcerers set out to destroy the end of the Whispers. So 7 to Eternity, who knows, that might become a show at one point, and I'm all set now. Like I say, to pay £5, that's a bit of a steal. That goes for 15 to 20. Let's get into some Star Wars. I do like my Star Wars books, as you know. First up, we have Marvel Age, believe it or not. This is issue 10, and this is previews pretty much what's going on after the Star Wars Marvel run, I believe. And this came, what year was this? I think it was 1983. 1983, Marvel Age issue 10, and a gorgeous Bronze Age cover. Look at that lineup. Just gives you a lot of information about the Marvel run. And that is the one run, I don't do runs on comics, but I would love to piece together the Marvel original run of Star Wars. Of course, whilst in there, I found this for £4. This is Star Wars The Clone Wars, Shipyards of Doom. A lot of you know about this. This is the second appearance and first full cover appearance of Ahsoka Tano. Of course, just recently in the Mandalorian TV show. And it's a 100-page original graphic novel. So you're not going to find this too easily. So happy to pay £4 for that. I showed you earlier Poe Dameron issue number 1 that I found in the charity shop for 99p. I also found number 2, which goes for a little bit of coin. And this is the first appearance of Captain Phasma, the commander of the First Order. And of course, Captain Phasma was a female, almost stormtrooper, but she was so badly used in The Last Jedi, and just a bit of a throwaway character, really. But, you know, that first appearance does command a bit of coin. Sticking with Star Wars, and this is a book I did a hot comic book alert about. And of course, spoilers, if you have seen the recent episode of Mandalorian, they go to the planet of Tython. And Tython's first appearance comes in Star Wars Dr. Aphra, issue number 40. It is the final issue in the run. There were 19,430 copies of this book, so it's pretty scarce as well. And this is a nice Ashley Witter cover. First appearance of Tython. Now, Tython is first mentioned in Dawn of the Jedi in one of their series, but that's the first appearance. And this was a lovely find. It had 2 killer stickers on the front cover, and I did my best to get it off, and I think I've done all right. It is a scarce book by all accounts, and looking online, this is a book that goes between £40 and £80 I've seen it. This is a promotional giveaway. This is Star Wars, and it is a KB Toys promotional giveaway. Look at that. Yeah. Happy days with that one for £1. Why not? That's a KB Toys exclusive giveaway. So you can't buy it, you just have to get lucky. Sticking with Star Wars, and this is a book that's been on my radar for some time. It's not the highest grade, it's probably VF minus, but I only paid £7.48 for it. What did I pick up? A pretty hot series at the moment, Star Wars Tales issue number 19. Issue 19, and this is the first appearance of Ben Skywalker, Luke's son. Now, it's expanded universe, and I can't see it really happening on screen, but this book can easily go up to around about £40 to £50. There's also a cameo appearance of Indiana Jones, who stumbles across the wreckage of the Millennium Falcon when it crashed to Earth years ago. So bizarre. Like I say, this is the photo variant cover. Now, here's a couple of books I may have overpaid for, but I just don't see them. I've looked for these two books and looked, and I can't find them. So I picked up, first off eBay, I love my live action characters, and this is Birds of Prey issue 56, and the first appearance of Savant, who is Brian Durlin, who is going to be played by Michael Rooker in the much anticipated The Suicide Squad film from Gunn. And I can't wait for that. It's also the first appearance of a Creote in this one. It was Alexander Creote. But Savant looks a pretty cool character from what I've seen. That's pretty much all of the, other than the Thinker, I think. I think I've pretty much got every single appearance. I've even got Rick Flag. I'm missing Harley. And another live action appearance, this time in Marvel. It comes in WandaVision. The other day I did a hot comic book alert about Lucky the Pizza Dog. Well, there was another dog that's getting a lot of heat at the moment because he is coming to the WandaVision MCU. This book is low printed. It is a book I never ever see on my hunts, and boy do I hunt. The book I picked up for £13.50, I got a little bit of a deal, was Vision, issue number 6. And the first appearance of Sparky, the family's android dog. Like I say, he's definitely going to be in the WandaVision show. I've also got issue 1 in my PC, which is the first appearance of Vision, which is going for a lot of money at the moment. And this is also the first appearance of Zeke, the dog. And like I say, very low printed. Up next, another MCU book that has just been confirmed that this character is coming. Of course, we are getting Kate Bishop into the MCU in the Hawkeye TV series. We are also getting her mother. Eleanor Bishop, Kate's mum, is first appearing in Hawkeye issue number 7. And I think this comes in the 2012 run. And yeah, so this is a book you may not know about. The first appearance of Eleanor Bishop. I paid £2.80 for that book. So pretty happy with that. And my final book is my most exciting book from this time. It is a bit of 10-cent goodness. Sometimes I go into the antique store and my good friend Lee is putting out some Silver Age, almost Golden Age books. And whenever you see a nice 10-cent key and it's affordable and on its staples. Now this is about a 4.0 to a 3.5. But I paid £19.50. What did I pay for? Flash. Issue 120. I've cleaned it up and it presents pretty darn well. This, guys, is the first team up of Flash. Obviously Bartholomew, Henry, Barry, Allen, and Kid Flash, Wallace, Wally, Rudolph, West. And like I say, I can't complain for £19.50. Let's have a closer look. Corners are pretty sharp. There's not a lot of creasing. There's the one crease that I think comes down about here. Don't know whether you can actually see it because it is so faint. But 10-cent goodness. And like I say, when I first started collecting, I started Green Arrow, Flash and the Supergirl books because I was a big fan of the CW Arrowverse, and they've got a lot to answer for because it cost me a small fortune. that is it, guys. That is 46 books, I believe, in just around about 20 minutes. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, all that jazz. My sponsor is Captain Marvel and Captain America. Support me, get me to 1,000. I've got a big giveaway. Merry Christmas, guys. Bye.